Michael Jackson was murdered. There are people saying he was corporately murdered. It's a big thing about corporate. There was people after his catalogue. I mean, I wouldn't go into details of who I thought it was, but I remember speaking to his mum, and it was underlined that, you know, if you get rid of him, you can benefit from the branding, the estate, the publishing, the product.
Money is going to be coming in, and I think there are going to be demands on that money. But I think ultimately, you will find Michael Jackson is going to be worth more in death than he is in life.
So you got this company called AEG, which couldn't give a fuck whether or not he lives or dies. And if I was going to investigate something, I would investigate them. What insurance did they have? Who owns those films that they're putting out of Michael Jackson's performances? First off, why would they film the rehearsals? That's not normal behavior. So obviously you're filming the rehearsals to do what? Why would you waste the time? You know, they're putting out this film, I don't know, but I'll bet, you know, and I lose bets, but I would bet that there are a lot of other people performing as Michael Jackson.
I've worked for Michael as a decoy since 1993, and I can't go into details, but I've worked for him over the years, even to the point where I got a call to do the visuals for the This Is It concert. That obviously didn't materialize. If you study Michael Jackson like I've studied him more than probably family members know him. And I can tell you Michael Jackson by the way he points, the way he moves. I can tell you certain visuals, a scene of the show that's not Michael Jackson.
There are no conspiracy theories, there's truth. He murdered himself. He knew what he was doing. He wanted to die. He couldn't be who he once was. Who he once was no longer relevant. He orchestrated the entire death, and he was able to die a god. By the way, isn't it interesting? He hires a doctor from Texas, and Texas has a medical malpractice laws that limits the amount of money you can get for malpractice.
Mike was very anti-drugs. I mean, he was very much into healthy living. I mean, he was, you know, he shielded his children particularly from any kind of, he only made sure they only watched new films, a lot of Disney stuff, and he wouldn't allow them to be witness to any kind of substance taking, or I mean that would just, he would have been horrified by that.
The last time I saw Michael was at the conference at the O2, and the world's press is there. Do you know, they say he looked high. They say he looked sedated. I would say he looked that he was focused. And they're saying that he was ill, and then it came out that he was physically fit. He was really in good shape. Michael Jackson weighed correct for his height. He had the best dietitian.
Well, I can't understand, because when I was with Michael when we went to the O2 together, he phoned me up and said, come along, I'm doing this announcement. So I said, yeah, sure, okay. So I drove up to London, and we went in the bus up to the O2 where he was going to announce the dates of the concert, and he always told me he was doing 50 dates. So I don't know where him not knowing this came from, because he was always aware he was going to be doing 50, but it wasn't 50. When I first thought 50 dates, I mean, my God, how are you going to do that? But it wasn't like they were every night. There were, you know, gaps.
Michael Jackson was very much up for the 50, and Michael Jackson was very much in control of the 50. I'm not picking sides. I know some family members are angry, and I don't want to upset anybody. But my opinion of it is Michael was excited to know that he was that loved, that much in demand, and why would he come out of bed for 10?
He was like a child waiting for Christmas.
Did the family sue him for malpractice? I don't think so. But it'd be interesting. But then again, the guy had a Texas and Nevada license working for Michael. It's like a movie, right?
The way the law works nowadays in America baffles me. I think anybody can face trial for anything, from the doctor to a promoter to a record label. In the world of Michael Jackson, I just wait to see it happen. I think I've gone beyond expected.